To perform a first setup on POCO M8 Pro 5G, first of all, we'll need to power on our device. So look on the right side of your phone, then click and hold this power button until your screen lights up. I've already done this. As you can see, my phone is powered on. So now we can go into the setup, and first thing you need to press on after screen is on is to just click on that arrow. Then it will allow you to choose a language for your system. So pick whichever language you want to use. In this case, we're gonna go for English. And now we can move to the next step, and here you need to choose region. So just pick the region you're currently in for the best results. Then next step is to read, if you want, terms and conditions. You should read them. If you agree with that, then click on this button and move to the next step. From here, you can set up this phone using another device. So if you want to transfer your previous device to this one, you can do it by clicking on Android device if that other device was Android, or iPhone if it was the iPhone. Then it will guide you by the hand to transfer it, so it's pretty much easy if you want. I don't have my other device, so I'm gonna skip this step. Then it will check for the SIM card. So if you want to insert a SIM card for example, mobile data, you'll be able to do so by grabbing your phone, and then there's a SIM port right here. You can also watch my videos if you're confused with that. I will show you there how to insert a SIM card. Just look for it on my channel. And then we can move to the next step. Here, connect to the network. So actually I'm gonna connect myself with the network, but off screen. Okay, it's connecting, so this may take a moment. Just wait throughout this process. After connecting to the network, you will get more options for the setup, so that's why I'm doing it, just to show you more options. Okay, you can sign in to your Google account. It's optional, you don't need to do it yet, but you can do it. I'm gonna actually skip that, but here all you have to do is enter the email address for your Google account and then enter a password for it. After that, it will log in. You will need to accept terms and conditions and etc. And after it's done, you'll see the next step, which will be, let's see, screen lock. So you can set up a screen lock on your phone. Let's go for the only screen lock option, and then pattern. You can always choose pattern, pin and password, so pick whichever option you like and just proceed to the next step. Next thing is Google services. You can accept or disagree with any of those, and if you just don't like them, then toggle them off and move to the next step. Here we can choose the browser and search engine, the default one for our phone. So if you move to the next step, you can select the browser you want to use. So if you're used to using Google Chrome, you can pick Google Chrome or any other browser from this list, and then set it as default. Next is search engine, which is basically on most of the devices would be a Google, but you can go for any other search engine that you like. Then there's review additional apps. You can select any of those apps and install them if you know them. If you don't use them, then just skip this process, as they are basically not needed. And here there's basic settings. You can activate or deactivate location tracking, automatic system updates, and send usage diagnostics data. And there's also personalized ads for you, user experience programs, system daemon permissions, update apps automatically, and activate or deactivate Xiaomi interconnectivity. Sorry. If you want, you can manage whichever settings you like. If you don't feel on using any of them, then just turn them off and move to the next step. Then there's turn on parental controls. I would recommend to skip this step unless you want to actually activate parental controls, as this will put passwords on the apps that you're gonna open. So I'm gonna skip this process. Then there's the font settings. You can adjust how the font will look like on your phone. You can go for the default Android font or go for the MI Sans. And I'm gonna go for the second one and proceed to the next step. Then there's the option to set up your lock screen. You can agree or skip it. This will be the wallpaper carousel. I very much hate it. This automatically applies different wallpapers each time to your lock screen. So if you like it, you can go and agree. If you don't, then just skip it. After that, we can select our default launcher, classic or app drawer. So what it is basically that if you select classic, then you will have all of your app icons on the home screen. There won't be anything like a folder with all of the apps. If you select app drawer, there will be a folder with all of the apps inside. So to open it, you will need to perform a swipe up like this on your phone, and then it will launch, and that way you'll be able to find all of the apps. In this case, I'm gonna go for the option with app drawer and proceed. Then there's recommended apps, and this will download all of those apps that are selected on your phone. If you don't want to use them, then you sadly will need to turn them off, each and every one manually, which is actually very bad. But when you're done with that, you can move to the next step. Then there's the system navigation mode. You can pick full screen gestures, which allows you to navigate your phone by performing different swipes and etc. To, as I said, navigate. You can learn them right here, or go for a buttons, which will show 3 buttons on the bottom of your screen, and then just use those buttons to navigate. I prefer the buttons, so let's move with that. Okay, so as you can see, the setup is complete. We can click on continue, which will transfer us to our home screen. And that would be everything for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing.